So we're kind of talking about self-care already. So tell me a little bit more about self-care strategies. You mentioned that earlier, but I'd love to hear anything else that you do specifically, maybe to prevent burnout or just to generally take better care of yourself.
I think the number one big thing I always talk about when I talk about self-care strategies is that it's not just like oh, I got a pedicure once a month or it's literally
Mhm.
a daily, like it's a daily, I call it your self-care regimen or your self-care routine. And then it's a
Mhm.
daily practice. A
Yes.
lot of times when I'm nearing burnout, it's because I didn't do all my reading this week like I wanted to. I didn't get my podcast time. Netflix is a part of my self-care. I didn't get to binge enough Netflix that week. I didn't get enough friend time. So I think it's really important to sit down and think about what means the most to you and making sure that you're carving out time for that. So I'm a natural
Mhm.
extrovert. I love friendships. I love girl talks, girl time. This weekend, all I did was, meet up with a couple of friends safely. I know it's COVID still, but that
Mhm.
really filled my cup. I always think about what is filling your cup. So definitely, um, podcasts, empowering podcasts are really good. I am very spiritually rooted and grounded. So I do follow a couple pastors. So I like to listen to sermons. I
Mhm.
do a lot of reading. So reading is important to me, not only because when I was a child, I used to read with my mom and with my family. So it kind of gives me that grounded sense, but also it's like a goal. So to like start a book and finish it, like that's a big thing. So like I
Mhm.
realized too, I just
Mhm.
love the completion of a book. Like that's like, it makes me feel fulfilled. So I do a lot of self-empowerment reading. I follow a lot of people. So like Rachel Hollis is really big on like the morning
Mhm.
routine, Mel Robbins. I'm
Mhm.
reading a really good leadership book by Stacey Abrams, Brene Brown.
Mhm.
So I couple a lot of my reading just around self-empowerment, leadership development, diversity and inclusion work type of things are what I enjoy to read. A lot of music. I love music. I love mostly gospel music in the morning to just kind of like balance me out. I'm really big on candles as well. I went to Bath and
Mhm.
Body Works the other day and got new candles. So also just, making sure you're tapping into all five senses is really big for me. Journaling, reflecting,
Mhm.
affirmations. I started a practice that I got from Rachel Hollis around you wake up and write down your top 10 goals, like your big goals
Mhm.
every single
Mhm.
day. And it's like an act of manifestation and you can start to see the things starting to come to you. So I try to do that as well as gratitude. So I also
Mm.
either reflect or write the 5 things that I'm grateful for that happened within the last 24 hours. So a lot of
Mm.
times people just say in general, but if you think about the last 24 hours, when you first started, you'll start to struggle, but then you'll start to see like as you go through and continue to do it, your brain now starts throughout the day to look for things you're thankful for. So maybe
Mhm.
tomorrow I may write, I had the amazing opportunity to be on an amazing podcast yesterday. Like, so that's
Yeah,
like you're training your
love that.
brain to really look for things to be grateful for. Um, as well as sleep, 7 to 8 hours. I have to get it. I have to force myself to shut down at night because my brain starts going.
Mhm.
Social media is horrible. So if you're on your phone, like screens late at night, I really try to limit it. And I really try to get
Mhm.
my 7 to 8 hours. I can really feel that, as well as eating healthy. So I've enacted green smoothies into my life because I don't eat a lot of vegetables naturally. And so just trying to be healthy and get my water in. So really just zoning in on like healthy mind, body, and spirit has really helped me a lot. So.
You know, you said a lot of things that I think some people love and some people don't love, right?
Mhm.
And have you ever noticed that a part of your self-care routine is not because your mental self loves it, but your body loves it? So
Yeah.
for me, I have a very love-hate relationship with exercise. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get out of my PJs. I don't want to stop binging Netflix, but I have to force myself to exercise because I noticed too many days that turn into too many weeks
Mhm.
without regular movement, especially in the world of winter during a pandemic, not a whole lot of activity to go outside and or just move your body. And the fact that we have jobs that might keep us at a desk oftentimes,
Mhm.
I find that my mental health starts to struggle if I don't have all of the hormonal releases or whatever it might be from exercise. So I don't enjoy doing it, but I know that for my better self, like you probably don't necessarily default to, oh, I really can't look forward to that smoothie this morning. It's like, well, I mean, I'd probably rather have a nice coffee,
Right.
but I'm going to go ahead and do this because I know how it helps. So